What's up, y'all? BC here again. Welcome back to 2.0, where we focus more on calisthenics, fitness, and that kind of stuff. I really think that this channel is going to get a lot of traction. I've just been kind of sharing what I've been doing in calisthenics and training. A lot of people have always followed me and asked me questions in regards to my diet and physique. I was an ex-professional athlete. My main YouTube channel with 200,000 subscribers and all that stuff is about sales and real estate. And that's really how I kind of blew up onto the scene. But I wanted to start this channel because I've always been interested in fitness. I've always been an avid, follower of it. Always wanted to maximize my diet and nutrition, look good, and all that fun stuff. So today, what I want to do with you guys is talk a little bit about that balance and creating a harmony between your weight training, calisthenics, or whatever you're doing, and cardio to maximize your physique. Something that I have found that really works for me, and again, I don't know if this is science-based or not, but I like keeping it fresh and having this kind of alternating day type of workout. So as an example, right? Maybe Monday I'll hit a calisthenics workout. Tuesday, instead of lifting weights, I'll do boxing, and then I'll walk a lot. Like I walk every day, right? But I'll walk even more that day because that'll be more of my type of cardio. But I'll box for 30, 45 minutes or an hour, and that's really intense, right? Something else that I alternate with that would be like playing basketball for 30 minutes or an hour, or something that is shorter burst, higher intensity type of cardio, but I don't do it for too long. Like I'm not gonna go play basketball for 3 hours or box for 3 hours, right? It's just too much. So for me, that's always been a really good balance, because then I get a rest day from all the working out. I'm not hitting the weights. I'm taking it easier on my joints, but then I can box, play basketball, or do something like that. Now, I'd recommend that you do something similar to that, right? And again, there's so many more options now. You can play another sport. You can swim, right? Swimming would be great because it's really low impact, but basically having an alternating where you're working your lungs and your cardiovascular system, but you're also burning a lot of calories doing that stuff, but you're also getting your weightlifting in or calisthenics and stuff like that. And when that for me is in pretty good balance, like 3-4 days a week doing calisthenics, 2 or 3 days a week doing boxing, right? Like not working out every single day, but 5-6 days a week is when I feel my best. I'm the most lean. I feel strong. I'm performing well. And that just works for me, right? And I'm older too. Like I'm pushing 40 now almost. So many of you listening to this who might be in your 20s, 18, 19, 20, even up to 30, you might be able to do more. But you have to listen to your body and accommodate yourself to these things, because if you've never done harder calisthenics or the high intensity stuff, ease your way into it. First start with 1 time a week that you're going to box, right? And then weightlifting maybe 2 days a week, and then progressively increase it. Right? Get to boxing 2 days a week after a couple weeks, and then lifting 3 days a week, right? Then up that boxing or basketball or cardio session to 3 times a week. So if you're doing that every other day and you're weightlifting 3 days and doing boxing 3 days, that's 6 days. You can take a day off, right? And just walk that day, stretch, chill, right? But in addition to this, even though I'm not talking about it, we have to have a good diet. But specifically today, I wanted to focus on the physical aspect, because I notice something just feels off with me if I'm only playing basketball or boxing and not doing calisthenics or lifting, or if I'm only lifting and not doing the cardio, right? I have a lot of energy. I'm healthy. I want to expend it. And for me, those physical activities leads to more relaxation, de-stressing, better sleep, right? Getting to sleep on time, because by the time 10 hits, at night, I'm freaking exhausted and I want to get to bed. I'm not staying up until the wee hours of the night. Yet when I'm not physically active, like, 2 days ago, I wasn't as physically active. I didn't sleep, right? 11 came, midnight came, and I wasn't sleepy. I slept for maybe an hour or two, and then I got up and I was reading and doing other stuff, right? But when I'm not physically active, that happens to me. And for many of you who maybe have trouble sleeping, you're not as relaxed, you're a lot more stressed, it's because you're not adding in probably the boxing or that type of cardio where you're going to expend that energy and release it. And I think a lot of people are pent up nowadays. They're sitting too much. They're not active. They're not outside. They're not getting sun. And that seems to be a problem, right? Now, there's so many more layers to this, but for that weightlifting and calisthenics and cardio combo, I think that'll be really effective for most of you. And try it out. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot, right? Start light and then work your way up. And I think after a month or 2 and maybe 3 of doing it, depending on your body type and your genetics, you're going to start to really lean out. When I'm at my leanest is when I'm doing that. Right now, I'm probably around 10%. Maybe slightly lower. But if I want to get to 8, 7, 6, I box 3-4 days a week. Within a couple weeks, I'll go down back to 7-8% easily. All I got to do is up that cardio, and the fat just starts shredding off of me, because I have a good lifestyle. I'm not stressed. I eat good. So try that out. Let me know how it goes. I really think that's the best bang for your buck because what I'm describing doesn't take a lot of time. My calisthenics workouts are an hour or two max, and my boxing sessions and basketball is an hour tops. If you're doing that every other day, you're only committing an hour or a little bit more to that particular workout that day. Anybody can do that. If you got to go early in the morning, go. If you got to go after work, go. If you got to sneak it in during lunch, do it. But prioritize it. Be good with your time. Make it a priority and stick to it, and you'll start to see the results. Okay. Anything else you want me to expand upon? Let me know. Hit the subscribe button. I'll keep the shorts coming in regards to calisthenics. And once I get a little more elite, maybe the end of this year going into 2025, I'll probably start doing some tutorials on calisthenics and sharing with people how being like a taller and heavier athlete, some of the stuff that I did to bridge the gap and keep progressing and getting to the higher level. All right. Have a good day, y'all. If you want to check out my main channel, just type Bryan Casella. That's the one with 200,000 subscribers if you're into sales and real estate and all that fun stuff. All right. Peace.